Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim inaka hamidun majid. From Leone Radio Land, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. This na Ahmadiyya Muslim Radio on FM 91.7 from headquarters na number 15 Bar Street, Brookfields, Freetown. Me we the talk to owner, me known Abgoran Islam, Molvi Hassan Sise. Wanna welcome to another episode of the program where we title Education R. Education R na program inshallah we get for the cover everything we get for do with education or book learning, uh, especially from the perspective of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'at in Islam. Today na the studios we get with the education secretary in the person of Molvi Fuad Lole Sahib. Molvi Sahib, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Welcome to the program Education Hour.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for getting me at the studio.
Jazakumullah. Well, Fambulem, also as a reminder, this program is day online as well as also day on we YouTube page. Feel free for left you comments there, or better still, if you want for contributing to the program, you will send we message on 079 592049 WhatsApp message only we will accommodate. And so those with the view on YouTube can also left the messages na the YouTube page. Inshallah, we go use small time for read the comments and feedback we will get from Fambulem. Well, Mobsab, in the last discussion na the program Education Hour, we've been talk about which education and serve the various forms of education where you'll be highlight for we. So if you could briefly take we through again for remind we briefly within them various forms and they of education with them examples and how they're important in today's world, this world they so today.
Yeah, thank you for getting me at the studios. Like you see, Mina Fuad F. Knowledge Education Secretary for Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'at Nasra Leone. Yes, I still remember I said the last time we talked about education and we even explain within our education and the types of education. Today, I expect you will go slightly beyond that one.
Sure.
But since you bring me back, for well, at least remind the audience or members who will listen within the various types we've been talking about. We've been talking about formal education. After we don't define education as the totality of skills, values, knowledge, experiences where somebody they gain either na the formal system or the non-formal or informal setup. So in summary, that will be saying education. Then we've been talking about the various types. We say the formal education. We've been also talk about the informal education and the non-formal education. For just rub more the quick one, I remember I say we've been say formal education. That type we before say they take place an organized setup, meaning you get a classroom, you get a learning place, and the learning system fully organized. We before say you get syllabus, when they go through curriculum, when they go through time frame, and then they even award certificates or diplomas or degrees at the end or at the completion of them kind of course then they. Students can do them in schools, na colleges, na universities. I remember say we've been say that now the waiting at the we've been say that now formal education and the informal education. Well, I still remember say we've been talk say that kind education where learning they take place outside the formal school system. Yes, informal in a sense we before say you know get a fixed syllabus, you unplanned, you will learn incidentally, and you know exposed to any fixed curriculum or syllabus. You can learn certain things naturally through daily life experience. What you do every day, you will learn through experience, either with the family or which you paddy them,
Yeah.
then you pumping them, come around, we call them, or the side where you find yourself at the environment. So for just rub most day quick, I remember say I still recall say that's the way we've been talk about within informal education and non-formal education. I still remember say we've been seeing that kind education where somebody they also get well in certain term. It can be now a learning setup where you dey gain skills and you get a short term where they realize the benefit of what you do, of what you they learn.
Yeah.
Instead, well, to some extent, it will must get course outline of what they do, but you know so strict like the formal system,
Okay.
where the strict they go by time, by classroom, by teacher. The the non-formal education self can get teacher, you can get instructor or tutor where they teach you specific skills where will make somebody become self-reliant. So if they ask me about some of the examples, if I can give one or two examples about formal education, now that kind way we they do na the nursery school, like 3 year na the pre-primary school or nursery school, 6 year na the junior na the primary school, 3 year na the junior secondary, the basic level, and 4 year na the senior secondary level. Then you get the tertiary level where you go college or university. Yes. And that kind of now, you know, we all know it's tied up to specific learning skills. Then they expose you to interpreting syllabus. Yes, we then go pull come out now the curriculum. So and you get for the day for specific term, for say social term to social term now this level you suppose for the, so the formal education gets all then kind thing then day.
No.
Whereas the informal education you dey learn, let's say incidentally, you dey watch sometimes you sabi cook cassava leaf and potato leaf, but you no sabi cook pumpkin.
No.
So the way they see mama dey cook pumpkin, you don't get that experience.
Yeah.
The other example I go and give is sometimes I go say boku man or all man sabi sweep, but where they for sweep na sand ground, and where they for sweep na a stony place.
Yeah.
So I always stone they say sweep, you know they gather all the stone and you know gather all the sand. So you will also learn for brook and for sabi iron na hose. Yes, and for even give respect to your elders and for grow up, for sabi some of the things we you for sabi, like for sabi not only for sabi cook, for sabi set trap,
Yeah.
for sabi defend yourself and your immediate family, for sabi make farm, yeah, for sabi fishing, all the one and there are some examples of informal education where you will gain mostly at the home, at the community, for say we do clean, they will don't learn you say now for greet papa and mama. For once you face first, once you must, they can greet them, you know, all of that you can learn them, and that not require any specific syllabus or curriculum per se. Then we come to non-formal. If I can give example, we can hear about gara, tie dyeing, yeah, soap making, yeah,
like skills.
Yeah, skills where they will gain skills, we will make you self-reliant for them not be a mere liability in our society. So there were a few examples of them types of education we've been talking about the last term.
Jazakumullah Hassan Jaza. Thank you for this brief reminder where you don't give it for tell we about which education. Of course, that big with my word. Simply put, in Creole we say na book learning. I don't take with the types that we involve, the formal, the informal, and self the non-formal. That one self you don't take your time, you don't break them down for we get a better understanding of them. Now, of course, we will center today on discussion for talk about the importance of two per then type of education and the way you don't mention. But before that, in your explanation, where you talk about the formal type of education, you mentioned one keyword very much important. We audience them, but also one for police say they will get interest for no. You make mention of curriculum. This will look appear to them as something very new. So if you could take me through actually waiting a curriculum.
You correct. Sometimes I don't go since me na education secretary. Sometimes I make a dive into some of them education terminology there. So
Now,
well, curriculum now. If I can broken down to which we all they understand, let us say the totality of all the experience where somebody they get in the learning institution,
now,
the and the way then they direct and guide the learning how it will go from level to level.
now.
You know, now from that curriculum we can get what we call syllabus. Now from that syllabus we can get what we call scheme of work. Now then we can get note of lessons.
Okay.
So for breakdown, then unit then they
Mhm.
that big document where they control the learning any specific society, any particular society or country, where they gear towards within that country one for aim at within na in own goal. So now we call the curriculum.
Okay.
So if you frame you design your curriculum in such a way that you want for develop the middle level manpower, yes, your curriculum will cater
go
for
for
them kind of
achieve
people
that,
and
yeah.
they. If you design your curriculum back for say just one get them bookish people them, yeah, you will get them bookman them.
Now,
Yeah, if you design your curriculum back for say yes, you want get bookman them and you also want improve on the IT,
okay.
this technology we don't in the dunya now we all
Now.
man the yarn for,
Now,
and you want make your curriculum let before say it go able for attract and match up with other countries,
now,
their own way than the learn book, how then they study.
now.
So all of that now you will put na your curriculum for let the country go before. And that one they determine the country go on before to a large extent.
Alright.
Because you will find out say even in Sierra Leone we get Boku engineers. Sorry, when they listen me and
No.
then they're not go pleased with me.
Now,
We get Boku engineers. Still when they make road, I can see that they go bring engineers from Senegal, from
other
other
parts of
countries.
the world, yeah.
So I did doubt, wait, oh, they're engineer then they trainer for their college. What's wrong with them? Why didn't they go bring other engineer then some side?
No.
For say we own curriculum what they plan and what they train them engineer. For say you know get practical skills when we able make we road them and then bridge.
No.
Starting to want make some bridge. We go bring with man them back.
No.
For so not only that side we go plan with curriculum as a country. Where we say we able do that and then on we own pass we go bring people from outside. So the curriculum they determine how the country they go before
No.
and how it they match with other country they own book learning. And if I can tell you, if the country designing curriculum well enough, then one way they study under that same system, any country then go then will able to compete with the job market. Yeah, because they don't prepare them well, where they will suit and fit in any competition for the job market. Yes, sir.
Jazakumullah Hasana Jaza. One for believe say you don't broken down, even that layman overhander we're really able to understand within an curriculum and now very big umbrella term where they cover everything we go for do the book with the book learning of a various country, just like how you say waiting the one for achieve. And a very important the question in the way you ask in terms of like waiting the country they suffer from, then would they expect say we own curriculum for uncover than they but yet still they notice say they work out other people and from outside. So your question very much important, in connection to the curriculum. So which means if we get for achieve anything as a nation, that curriculum then go set the pace, then go set the standard for the people for achieve that. Jazakumullah sana jaza. You don't explain just now about the forms or the types of book learning in our education. You mentioned three, but today we want to talk about two main one them, where now the formal education and also the informal education. Let me start with the formal education. We tell we the nature of how it like with you go for go now, I would call it a standard institution. You talk about the curriculum as well. Teachers and the people and they will get for give guidance for everyone the way they learn for make them get education. All than the description of the formal system of education. So tell we what make really or what are the benefits or the advantage for this kind of education?
Well, the formal education, in own advantages like I explained just now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that one where they take place na the school system, a well designed school system we characterize or sorry they talk for the understanding of the audience.
Now.
We get the qualities or the features or the characteristics for le before say dem do am na a learning system we somebody dey go you choose what you want be like you want study arts, you want study commercials, you want in a commercial stream, you want in a the science stream, you want study commercial, you want study technology.
Okay.
Yes, you want do all the other courses. So as they grow up, after I don't get the basic foundation, then you choose the stream where one belong, where you will make career from.
Okay.
So formal education, they prepare you for let you build a career. Now that make it easy where some man go school, they come out for the he will become teacher, some man lecturer or teacher all are put in at the same teacher group.
Okay.
Some man they become engineer, and I think various types of engineer then they with the robot, electrical engineer, civil engineer, mechanical engineer. I think even them electronics yourself get engineer.
Yes.
Yes. So that book learning they prepare you for you learn what you capable for do, we will make you a useful person not only to yourself, to your family, and the country as a whole, the society and the country as a whole. And through that, yourself will able to make money because as you become a useful person, let me say, you know, engineer for make bridge. Where them they make that bridge na Magbele and now then engineer then they call and then go on that side. Where then they make road, and then engineer then they call. Even with communication system, now engineer then they handle them. So they not go call teacher that side.
No.
Now engineer they go call that side. So and we don't go hire your services, you they get money. And as you they get money, you they prepare, you they build your economic status. Not only that, you say they pay tax to the government.
Right.
So the government they get what they call income tax.
No.
You they add to the revenue of the country. So more or less you they add to the country in developed one. That if you learn them well, they're not going to left you again, go take somebody in Senegal or any other country. Yeah, for can do that one.
Do the same work
yes, we you self sabi do.
No.
So that they prepare you even for let you able to develop your country. Like I say, a day beyond that, and you go able for impact other lives. Some people will see you and admire you, and then serve one for take part, or then serve one for emulate what they do for Falamakata, the things where they do, and say me serve one for be engineer like that person, me serve one for be lawyer like that person, me back one be lecturer like that person, me serve one be teacher. Yes. So formal education they give all the opportunity then they, and like I've been explained before, you know they only tap the they go make let you get heart for study the culture of other people. So until you go even get the opportunity for go study out of your country. Which you get for mix with various people of various culture and background. You get for adjust and adapt yourself to that cross or mixed culture for let you back able to survive that community where you find yourself. So in terms certain term it will be even required for land and language. So formal education, they give all them kind of opportunity, then they open them for you. They will learn other people their language, you will learn them culture. After all, you go watching other person will not get that opportunity, but they see big, you they see uncommon. Because you don't live with Nigerian man, you don't live with Chinese man, you don't in a college with European. So you no worry about somebody in culture and in background. That alone they prepare you for let you know say you for accept other people in our society. Yes, sir.
From your explanation, it's quite clear. Say formal system of education very important. You know, not just for the personal or the individual person who go learn them. Like I mentioned, even the country itself go for benefit from that you formal education where you don't learn, you don't take your time step by step outline for it. some of them benefit, and I want to believe more day for
Yes,
explain,
yes, of course,
you
more
know,
day.
about how important the book learning day. We
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
another way to man book learning. Very much important.
yeah.
You don't talk about already about how person go able benefit from this formal system of education personally, as well as even the professional side when it comes to development, and you also take how country self go benefit from your own book learning. Now, we dey live in a world where science and technology don't grow to that kind of extent where even now it don't become questionable for make, or it don't become relevant for make we go ask this question if formal education is still relevant now that we like, technology don't they improve, and even self-learning as well. A person could just them on a own with a small gadget we go get and learn for himself. So one go one for know if this formal system of education is still relevant now that we science and technology don't improve and self-learning as well don't they on the rise.
Yeah, yes. You that question, of course, is fine. Yes, formal education at all level, no matter the technology we don't overtake the dunya,
Now,
is important. Which I give one example. For somebody become president in Sierra Leone, at least you forget some level of formal education.
education.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for let you go into politics, not to too much requirement of formal education, but you
You
forget
forget
some
them.
level because you get for communicate,
Yeah.
you get for if you want for be MP, you want for take part in debate in a parliament. When you company go they talk that tranga fine English.
And be big English.
So yeah, so if you not learn them,
Uh-huh.
you say go regret why you go parliament that time.
Time. Okay.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
and you they talk about the scientific or technological things we don't come. Certain term formal education they even help you for learning things and day. Now technology don't come with what call AI, artificial intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yes, if you I mean they say somebody goes run and host they learn on your own. If you get some level of formal education, you could even sabi operate them and read and browse through some concept we want learn. You will know that one day.
No.
And formal education as well will make you see the opportunities with the not the world. Something don't advertise job. We you sabi your technology, but the practical.
Yes, sir.
But something not sabi read that newspaper. So formal education will make you see how they advertise that job. Then
Okay.
yes, so at all costs, formal education relevant
No.
and really important, no matter how technology don't take over.
Okay. So
Of course, all two they work hand in glove. Yes.
yeah. So one not to go without the other.
Oh yes. Oh
And,
yes.
and the other, even though you go, you yes, you
Yeah,
want
yes.
to
Yeah. Yeah. Like they say, one not to go without in order. That's correct. Now, one question we I will leak to me principles. We want become substantive principles now. We go to answer all the questions. Then they ask you some knowledge, the knowledge we get on computer. So, and that then are the advertisement. Knowledge in computer an added advantage.
advantage.
If you
Okay.
go for apply for the post of principal, you want to become principal.
Uh-huh.
You could don't get all your degrees, postgraduate diploma in education, you get even master's or whatever. But you forget knowledge in computer because you got to do some of that work, your records. Now computer you got for use. Yeah, so all they go hand in glove.
All right.
Yes.
So it quite important for understand that despite the advancement of technology, still you need this formal system of education.
Yes.
We
yes.
go boost you, go help you. In fact, for make you go for navigate, then technological advancement will don't see so today.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you also need somebody for educate you because you not just sit down so you learn on your own.
Oh yes.
That one-on-one contact as well at the classroom is very much important.
Yeah. Yes,
Even though with
correct.
your gadgets, you go able for learn, but you will gain more advantage where you get that one-on-one contact, the lecturer rather, and the school PKK, So it's quite important that, even with science, you still need that formal system of education.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
make you
you're
go
correct.
even able to enjoy the technology
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
In your earlier submission, you talk about credentials and also degrees, where this is not thing where they award to those students them we don't go na tertiary level,
Yeah.
we don't complete them courses, they can get them degree, they can get them some credentials. So how then degree they are very much important in today's job market?
Well, every job gets in requirements.
Now,
When they advertise for jobs, let we see if na road they want make or they want make bridge, then go ask for the one we get degree we engineering related.
okay.
Yes, that degree where they give you the skills for you to do that work. If na mining, then get the degree them back where
get
you
for do that
forget
specific
yeah,
field,
where they deal with that specific area.
Now,
If they want principal, for instance, some say you degree for the backed up with education. So say you don't study some aspect of pedagogy.
Now,
There are skills where they get for teach people, let them learn from you,
now,
and how they pass on message, let them understand.
mhm.
So at all levels, yes, you need them documents here or them credentials here so for the job market because they're not they just take all man. Yes, backed up with experience, but the paperback they add. We they see certain terms some workplace. Some man practically sabi the work well, but the person will get the degree, now the supervisor.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, now the supervisor.
Supervisor, sure.
So we mean say then credentials and is very much important. Yes, a possible say the one will get that higher degree, self will sabi that work, but not much of the practical skills with that other person sabi. So if you back up your practical skills with your credentials, academic credentials, that they yield you better thing as an individual, and you will even help your family, your society, your community, and the country as a whole.
Yeah, it just draw my attention to the earlier question about the self-learning.
Yeah.
Because you go learn on your own, but you need somebody for accredit you, say what you don't do, be
yes.
authentic.
Yeah.
So that's the essence for the formal system of education. Because at the end of it, they will give degree for sure. Say now then don't teach you this. Yes, you want to add something on that?
Yes. You know, say the formal system of learning, you get for go through stages, and at every stage, then they assess you. Various types of assessment did. Sometime next time we will talk about that.
Inshallah.
But then go assess you for see how you dey fare on with the learning, whether you dey really cope up with the learning, or you na slow learner, or you na just average learner. Yes, or if you can go na the next level. So we don't complete the requirement of that institution, and they award you. They not they give you, then they award you. We mean say you work for them. Better one, so you deserve for get them. So that means they say that they award that person on account of the work we do. And because you don't meet the institution in requirement, so then go award you. Now that makes it encourage haven't satisfied the language that they put for that paper. Yes. Yes.
All right, Jazakumullah Hasana Jaza. So quite clear for tell we say degrees and other educational credentials very much important if somebody want for seek any job employment. So it means say if I know for make you go learn on your own, but you go better, like on a formal institution, we go for award you.
Yes.
But they say this is why you don't pass through the stages, and this could qualify you for get any work in the job market. Jazakumullah Jaza. Fambolem, this is a reminder that this is Ahmadiyya Muslim Radio on FM 91.7. The program na Education Hour, and we're in the studios with the Education Secretary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'at na Sierra Leone. We're in Molvi Fuad Lole Sahib, and we're going to talk about the advantages of the formal education as well as the informal education. We still lay on the formal education. Now, I say you will watch this program here through the YouTube link. You can leave your message for we at the YouTube page. And so if you will listen the radio FM 91.7, you will send me WhatsApp message on 079 592049, inshallah. When we receive messages, we will spare some time for read on our comments and feedback for the program. Also, we continue with the discussion. We still do on the formal system of education. Now, one other question will be very much important for me to discuss briefly. Now, that waiting at the role of this formal education, whose role it play, we can social mobility as well as equity. How important this formal education day to these two aspects of motorman life?
Yeah. Explain something similar to what you don't ask,
Now,
but I can go over perhaps the other way around. You they ask about the role of formal
education.
education to the social,
Yeah, social aspect of
yes, the
motorman.
social aspect of motorman. You know, when you study the formal education, more so the teacher education we are familiar with,
Now,
you will get the opportunity for study the human being,
the motorman.
the mortal man. We before say sometimes the way the police officer they study them is different from how you they study them.
Okay.
Now class, if I see a child troublesome, from a psychology background, I they begin guess who's responsible. If I see the child they sleep in a class, I will begin guess who's will possibly responsible. And if I see the picking, no they learn very well, now a slow learner. And I go begin for suspect or even I go preempt within responsible.
Yeah.
If I see a particular child as you begin a particular topic, you don't catch them up, you don't learn fast learner.
Yeah.
I they also know. Then somebody where they on the average, I they know because in the study of education, then they expose you for let you study like I've been saying the human being from where the picking then at the belly. The teacher feel we know they study that kind way the doctor they study, but they study how the picking they behave at the belly, and that learning they even take place where the picking they at the belly.
Sure.
Yes, and some things then can happen. I don't want to go into certain things where the woman will can't hold me responsible. Certain things can happen. We make with them born that picking, it can fool.
No.
Yes, one from labor, some mistakes can happen.
Okay.
Where before say the picking will come, something will get better sense. And one thing where for make clear, me not a medical person, but from the study of child psychology, the time where you have get belly, where the picking then in belly, that you picking, you forget the woman the best of attention and treatment. Because if you expose them to stress, if possible say that stress they you picking within now in belly they suffer that same stress. And because the picking will suffer that stress, so that picking will grow up, it don't already get the mental, it don't disturb the strain for explain them because I get my own educational terminologies. But for the one we know to teach a catch up, you don't already unbog that picking the way in brain they grow up. In certain time, the one born the picking, like my village, you get for go some miles before you go to the nearest health center. Then they hold the Kumra force, na post for some days. We not born quick, then say call name, you get for call name, the cultural issues. We then find out we not call name self, then go force you. No, we don't know say you and somebody in this song.
For example.
Yes. So we then see now say no way to wait and say look around go to hospital. Okay. And that time, the child even within that belly, he require oxygen. And because you don't get oxygen depth, I mean, you know, they get the required oxygen, that they even unbog the picking in brain. This now the teacher psychology they explain, not to the medical you. Then will get their own understanding. And because of that, when that picking grow up, it will likely be a slow learner because the women they na the belly, the third one born you not been get the required amount of oxygen where they develop the brain. So what I want to tell me company teacher them, now not just see picking full na class, you begin beat them, say this full. Something responsible.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that are just one reason. So many factors responsible, that are just one. So formal education as a matter of fact, it will prepare the teacher for understand other people, for accommodate the cultures of other person. Sometimes we don't come out here and go France. You don't see how the Frenchman and they live. Or sometimes we don't be in a room with somebody with other nationality, like Chinese man, Yes, you don't see how themselves they live, or Russian, or German man.
Okay.
Yes, formal education, they give them opportunities, and they so that they prepare you for let you understand other people, their culture, and let you tolerate them, let you accept them. Say, so then we they eat plazas here so much. Some other countries, not they eat boko plazas.
Not at all.
So if you travel from here, for instance, to Ghana, sometimes then a soup then they eat. Then get something when they call kinky. We know they eat so much now. Yeah. So if you want to stay there and you know say this na them culture, you for accept that culture.
Okay.
Formal education they give you the opportunity for let you accept other people their culture and adapt. We call it adaptation.
No.
How you able fit into that particular situation where you face with.
No.
Yes, so formal education will make you accept them culture, and then formal education will also make you critical. Yes. Somebody not just can no more and say eclipse don't occur. Say you must say right now. Say last year. Yes.
Say happen. When it happen.
Yes. So formal education they make somebody become critical. So you they study the human being like the teacher, psychology what they talk about. Where the learner they talk to in teacher, the teacher they really know say this just they talk, but you not get confidence in what they talk. Sometimes they give the correct answer, but in mannerism, the way they behave, could tell the teacher say this not get confidence, or this people not even study, or this learner not even study this topic who they discuss now. If they see now in face, you will able to tell. Like way the Ethiopian people say, you will tell a ripe corn by its looks. You go watch the bikini, they see how they perform, you go see. Even the examination, the way the mago, you go know say this, you want to do some other game, way different from normal.
From the normal one.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, so formal education, they give all the opportunity and for accept other people their weaknesses and help for build on their weaknesses, make themselves able to realize their potential.
No.
Some of them get potential, but they're not able to realize their potential. Then they pass you push them to that. In the study of community development studies, we call them induced needs. Yes. The person need a particular service or potential. You don't know how to access them. They go tell them now, but you didn't have stone don't park na this place. Why you not put them stone here? You park the under. Somebody who must come by them stone here. One way they build house. We just see the stone park, rain they come, it they splash na street because the stone don't block the gutter. Put them stone and they gather them. Somebody will come and buy that. There you get some income.
Don't make money out of
Yes. So some people pass, you remind them. Yes.
Jazakumullah Hassan Jaza. Movies have got all plenty from you, explaining the whole way formal education they play. We come to how people and they socially interact, and it's quite interesting as you explain that because of the exposure to this formal of education, you're able to accommodate the other man in your culture, you know, and instead go for accommodate you if you get similar education. So you will find out say with una auto exposure una go for accommodate yourself and una go for live a life wherein you know compromise go day because of the difference in culture and self the way how people diversity yes of course of course so all and the education self they play a very important role for make as a people who go for achieve that one day. One to you Boku thank you. We don't explain plenty about formal education. Now let me shift the discussion small and look at another form of education where you mentioned earlier, where now the informal system of education. And this one you be describing to we fine one. Yeah, this one they happen outside the normal, you know, institutional setting. So if you go take me through briefly for make we go know why self this form of education here is very much important.
First, I want to tell you the characteristics of the informal education. Then sometime I go come to how important. We can say it's flexible. We mean say you not get any curriculum, you not get timetable, you not get syllabus, you not get time frame. If you dey practice if they learn for make farm, that one go only end where you cut rest. You say where you cut rest, or where you harvest the crop where you plant. Now that time, that particular experience the end. Because year in, year out, if you see the crop don't begin red, you will know say now, well, this sometimes we not do weeding yet, or we need for apply fertilizer. So the informal education is flexible that side dey. And you not dey pay any money for it. Like the formal education where they pay school fees, college fees, or that one you know they pay school fees, and now a lifelong education. Why I explain this now? We mean say as long as you are alive, you dey continue for land. You remember why I give one example just now? That person sabi cook cassava leaf, sabi cook potato leaf, but not sabi cook pumpkin. So the day we get the opportunity for cook for sharing the cook pumpkin, then in back land, then you see how that kind of land in the town. And the INSEF, the informal education, is based on the learner in interest. For say, I want learn for make trap. I want learn for fishing with hook. I want learn for fishing with net. I want sabi make poker chair. I want sabi do other things. Yes. So now your interest area, now you will show the kind learning we want to do, and all man can get access to them. If I can compare, unlike formal education, before you go from 1 or JSS 1, before this you don't pass NPSC with at least an aggregate of 230. But yeah, you don't need any aggregate score. Yes. Yes, you get the opportunity for learn as long as the provision then your community you go learn. Yes, that's not the other quality of the informal education. And like I said, it encourage you for you put your skills, let you put your skills to practice. Yes, you don't learn for make some particular things. Say today I learn for cook okra. Well, today my man no dey, na me dey cook. I must cook okra today. Let us see by if what I learn today, if I can practicalize them. Yes. Then you cook okra. Yes, and it gets in own accident, and that is you need for learn well what you do. Otherwise, if you not learn them well, you will make mistake. If I can give myself as example, where I dey grow up, I dey see where then they cook potato leaf. Na my house, na my village, I dey see them they wash the potato leaf, then begin cut them. Certain time, my sister then they cut and serve na water. So one day now I want practicalize that. I want cook cream. Now I begin cut them. I don't wash them fine. Now I begin cut and water. I just see the flush. They flop the container. I try all kind of way. Now one lady meet me, they say, what did they do? They say, no, they cut this now water. So they make us see it can get in your own accident. So if you learn some of the things and if you learn them very well. In no structure like the formal education, they happen naturally. They learn something incidentally. Yes, and just like how you get interest. So like when they ask me, say what's in importance, now we don't get some of them qualities here. Let us base the importance to with society, with culture. We know say when boy picking grow up, then they initiate them now we cultural home them into the culture of that community. We say then they teach them for be somebody where they defend in family, where they defend independence, where they provide for the family, and therefore for the physically fit, where they provide food, where they provide security for the family by all their means and they. Yes, and the girl picking them, and they teach them for take care of the baby. Yes, for take care of the baby, how for feed the baby, how for treat the baby, how for bio the baby when they cry. Now where the pikin dey cry now, wetin you dey suspect say wrong with am? Sometimes e thirsty, or e no
suck body.
well, or e wan suck. You know say all dem things dem dey important for let us know am na the society.
Yeah.
And girl pikin for sabi cook, because most times man dem dey marry them.
Yeah.
And some man wants let him wife cook for am. And like other person cook, dem can get cook na house. For certain time, the man go just want let him wife cook.
Sure.
Yeah, so if you sabi cook, your man they like you very much. Yes, and some man they like down they so much for let their wife them cook for them.
Sure.
So that they enjoy that one. So that's the important as well, that you for meet the values with the na your society. You for match up with the culture with the na your society, and you for able to interact with other women them at the society. You get all them, and you for able to do some activities where you say they bring income for help yourself. Sometimes you sabi plant basket or matter, all that they bring income. Yes,
Sure.
yes, to yourself. We before see not to all time you will expect other person for help you, but you back you will help yourself, even for buy basic things for you cooking or for yourself. So these are a few of the important things of this informal education.
Jazakumullah Hassan Jaza, Movisab, from the explanation we don't give it, you know, now a very important form of learning or forgets, you know, understanding where you need them, because you get to do with the individual, and like I say, it based on the person interest.
Yes.
That if you get interest in them, it very much fine. But these are things where it happen outside the normal book learning system.
Oh yeah, that make you not get syllabus,
Make
you not get no curriculum.
You not get any like standard protocol or whatever, and they're not gonna give you paper.
Yes, sir.
You know, at the end of it. But nothing we will need basically for upkeep we self and self for help we for we own personal needs and things that self will go for help people and we they around we. So that form of education they self as well. You make mention and say now a lifelong process that for as long as you're alive, you'd always continue for learner, because every day new things then they come. And out of the new things, then you go on for learner, you go on for know you know, very much important, because it will help you and self it will help you then one the way they around you. So this kind of education as well, very much important. So I want to ask you about this form of education. How this kind of education really go foster the creativity in person and self where you can to self motivation. Though you know they happen in a formal setting, they happen outside. But how it they help the person for fostering creativity to be able to make on your own?
Yeah, you talk about self motivation.
Sure.
Where the teacher language you call them intrinsic motivation. This one, let I give example how it promote somebody ambition. Let we say you go brush a 4-year bush for plant rest.
Yeah.
Then you come in plant bush we don't follow for 7 or 8 years, a plant rest. If you see in company that you come to we plant, we brush that farm where the bush been done strong like 7 or 8 years, in your own harvest. That alone don't do for explain to you say, oh, this my own bush been young. Now I cannot get the type harvest.
Okay.
So that person brush strong bush and make rest do very well, or in crop then do very well. So that they motivate the person. Next time they look for a stronger bush. And I just one simple example, say informal education, you go learn from the lessons or perhaps of your misfortune or other people their successes. You will learn from that. Then you will become motivated on how for do more. Yes.
All right. Jazakumullah Hassan Jaza. So it's very important that such kind of education it really will create the ambition in you for make yourself go for certain standard where you go for push you, because you make mention of the bush farming that way to make person farm A do well past farm B. So you will look at certain indicators and you say now as a result of that person they young, they do this, they make you able to realize this much. So you say go for correct that mistake there, because from that person there in your own success, it don't motivate you for make you go for do very well. Jazakumullah khairan jaza. From this Maria Muslim Radio on FM 91.7 from headquarters of Fields inside Freetown. This is an education hour, and today we will discuss about the importance of formal education and informal education. We don't discuss about the two type of education them and the benefit with the behind them. We still want to continue with the program, Movi Sahib. Now, one of our question is very much important for make we go discuss and briefly now that in whose way them way the formal and the informal education they complement each other. How then today they come together and able for help the individual able to forget these two type or these two form of education.
Yeah. If somebody gets a formal education and you not get any bit of informal education, then something go wrong with in culture. Something go wrong with in behavior. Something go wrong the kind way they comport himself in a society. I will not explain some of the characteristics of the informal education. Because the informal education, they train you the kind way they talk to elders, the kind way they perceive instructions from elders or from people who are senior for you, and the kind way you don't necessarily mean your biological parents, anybody who is an elderly person. So that alone, we person learn where you get the formal education, they also get some aspects of the informal education. It will help you. Let me say, I like the example. You get scholarship for going to other country, and yonder you get the opportunity for go eat in a restaurant, but then go for cut down from your allowance. You also get an alternative that if you want for cook for yourself, you will cook. Yes. Sometimes in China you go study, and their own food sometimes is different, small bit from your own.
Most times.
Yes, but you sabi cook. If you don't practice them, that is not go difficult for you so much. They tell you one cook cassava leaf, cream, pumpkin, potato leaf. As long as you see them there, you be able to cook that one. Yes. So then we are the intertwine. Yes. Now true say then get slight difference or different agenda, but we come to the moral upbringing of person. The informal education they learn, they prepare the person very well. Yes, because you go learn book, that don't mean you know for sweeping environment. Yes, but if you go through informal education, then you don't know say now where the place that you have for sweeping. Yes. If I not clean there for hire the services of somebody, let it run. Yes, the formal education they teach you for be polite. Yes, how for deal with your company, that you peers, you want the one are equal, and the one where you pass. Yeah, yes.
All right. Jazakumullah khairan jaza. So we're quite clear that the two they complement each other.
Yes, sir.
Where you get a formal education and self, you understand the informal education. They help you for make you get bigger outputs, bigger results, and you go for like help yourself more because the two they complement each other. If I will twist the question a little bit, same on the two forms of education. Any risk they let us say rely on one too much. Say, well, we don't explain the benefits they will to get. When me, I decide for good, for example, for my education, no more, and I want to do nothing with the informal education. Any risk there if I decide for follow just one parent, for example?
Yes, I don't explain the risk already, and that is you learn or you go through formal education and neglect informal education totally. The motorman in courtesy, the motorman, the way they perceive other people, the way they behave, they conduct himself. Let me start and say that man, because he learn book, he proud. Yes, he learn book, he proud.
Okay.
But if you get the informal education, where most times you can get that one day from humble background, and you not will be that kind of proud person because you learn some book
Okay.
or because you gain some formal education. Yes. Yeah.
Jazakumullah khairan. Well, Mabisa, we done the 1 hour of time for today's program. We'd almost come to the tail end. But before we go, one quick question on this discussion. Let we look at we school systems and self, the universities then where we get. We go there for make them able for incorporate this informal learning inside them. Well, you use one big umbrella term just now curriculum. Because the way I explain so it like this informal system of learning self is very much important to we go there or possibility there for make them go add them into the school system or the universities.
Yeah, yes, it did it indirectly. Here where I say curriculum, now the totality of all the experience where the learner they gain in the learning process. Yes. So now the formal system as well, because they ask if you be able to embrace the informal. Yes. Then they teach you, say where you come in, answer a question, whether you get them or not. No halapanam, no make like feel say you get them wrong.
Okay.
Yes. We can see we teacher them or we lecturers. We ask you, you answer, you know, the answer not quite appropriate. It's okay.
Good
Next,
try.
you have tried. Any other person go help them.
Okay.
Yes, that don't motivate you. Say, hey, I try, not just get 100/100, but I try.
I try, I do something.
Yes. So now because that teacher gets in the first place, he get the teaching methodology, then he gets some aspect of the informal, cultured education, make you know one embarrass other person in public. Yes. Yes. When I go workshop with somebody talk something, you say, no, na lie, na lie, na lie. So them education they teach you say, you know go say na lie. Before that, you will say, I have another opinion. Yes. Yes.
Mildly
Yeah,
put.
yeah, you will put them in a way where the person
not
will
go
feel
offend
say
the
you
next
insult
person.
her, but
No.
say, na lie, na lie, na lie, na lie. So then education they will teach you how they behave in a public, how they behave to your family, where then self go appreciate you. One important thing for know is the community for appreciate you, no matter how much you're important.
Yeah.
And if you self not fix yourself up for let the community appreciate you, then you will only be somebody where you live on your own. Because it will get to a point where even your family self not going appreciate you.
Sure.
And the community will only appreciate you where you they calm down certain time to them level. Yes. You meet, then they walk na road, that road where they use every day with your motor car for going house. If you don't get money for themselves, tell them thank you. But you just carry one bang, even that checkpoint where they put for big money. Yes, that then we say this is not proud part. Yes, so the community for appreciate you.
Okay.
And now informal education they prepare a person to all the things they did. Yes, one do community development. If you know able to take part, you send small support. Say, gentlemen, yeah, go for go out and not go there, but this not cold water. Yes, for now buy water.
Sure.
Yes, so that are some of the ways for incorporate even the informal education into the formal education that they teach the person how if for in manners, how if for behave or conduct himself. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Jazakumullah khairan. We don't learn a great deal from you, and quite clear talking about the informal education into the schools and universities, and you don't always say, you know, well, it did not like say outrightly spelled inside it, but indications and they where they should say indeed it inside they would also able for learn 'em, you know, from the schools and also universities. And you don't explain it in a way where it open we all yeah. Sometimes even sometimes we say we be the go school, we no be no say we dey learn informal, you know, education from the formal education we've been did it, but indirectly we don't forget all learn education and they from the system where the formal education creates. One to you boku boku. Thank you for the way today on program. Before we go bring down the curtain, which will be your final word before you will say salam to viewers and listeners who will listen.
Well, I tell the radio management thank you in the first place, and I tell when all thank you with the cameraman, Murabi Hamza, and you, Modi Hassan Sisi.
Yeah.
So Allah continue for bless now, and let continue for make Radio Ahmadiyya continue for enlightening people.
Yeah.
As long as we get good health and they are alive, me education department will continue for enlightening people. Next time we will come with a different, like call an episode, we will explain, we will different small bit more from this one. Yes, more so we Ahmadiyya don't dey in the business of education from 1937 as Sierra Leone. So I go then 10 editions I go on for tell members the first second primary school.
So you would take me back into history in time.
Yes, and sometimes I go down, I go able to forget names of certain people who begin some of the schools in this country. We will interest the audience. Some people will gladly for no say na their grandpa them or their parents been begin certain Ahmadiyya schools. Yes, I think next topic will likely
Inshallah.
be
So
that one.
in essence, therefore, like the impact of the Ahmadiyya when it comes to book learning and Sierra Leone.
Yes,
Very much important.
yes.
All right, Jazakumullah Jaza. That's now the education secretary for the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'at and Sierra Leone, and the person of Molvi Fuad Lole Sahibu Boku. Thank you for the program. Well, Fambolem, Nasu will bring down the curtain for today's presentation. And once again, Boku thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this program today. We come out successful one. So once again, Boku thank you to those with the viewing and save those where they listening at home. Once again, Boku thank you to the one we give technical hand, Molvi Murabi Hamza Said Sahib. Sorry if I butchered the name, and also the radio coordinator, Molvi Muhammad Maurice Kamara Sahib, who give technical support. Me, we moderate and present this program here. Me now Nabora Islam, Molvi Hassan Sisi. So till next time back, inshallah, we'll come with another episode of the program, Education Hour. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.